This is an ignoramus. This guy is an idiot.
Like, bro, you know I don't fuck with you. I don't.
This is ridiculous, the things he says about Marcellus Wiley. Play shot number 14.
So many times I get DMs about why Trump is the greatest. I get DMs where people call me the N-word, DMs where people call me a racist POS. And in most of those things, they always ask me, why can't you be a black man like Marcellus Wiley? Who, for so long, I've ignored, but I say, oh, that's who they think represents us? We should have a conversation. I should stand on business and have a conversation with him. Yeah. So I want to do that.
He has no control of his emotions. Let's finish the clip.
Go say that on your dumbass show. And I reach out and I was stupid because I know who he is. I know that when he was doing a show with Acho, I reached out to Acho and said, please give him my number so we could talk. And he would tell me, nah, I don't meet up. I DM'd him, nah, I don't meet up. I verbally sparred this and this. I was like, bro, I want to talk to you man to man, face to face. And he wouldn't do it. And then we go to this event for Stuart Scott and they tell us take a picture and he stands behind me and I'm walking away and he reaches his hand out to speak. And at that moment, I'm like, do I act the ass at the Stuart Scott event that Michael Eaves is giving on his birthday? And that's not right. That's not my place. So I shake his hand, I move on. Then he goes on his show and says, oh, well, Ryan Clark, he does walk around people. He sees me. So what I do the next time I see him? I see him in Catch. He's with his wife. He's talking to Dan, Mina, and Laura. I'm trying to force myself to sit down, but I get up and I walk over to him and he turns around with that same smile that he's still behind me with. And he's like, what's up, man? And he's laughing and being him. And I was like, you know we don't get down. It's not about that laughing. We ain't cool. And he doesn't do anything. And at that moment, I should have known this isn't a dude that wants a fair, straight up fade. I should have knew that.
And so this is someone with no emotional control that ESPN is platforming and promoting and putting out there as some example to all the other professional athletes, to all the sports fans, to young people, to kids, to black. Again, because Ryan Clark sees himself as some great representation of blackness. And this is who ESPN is promoting and pushing. Someone that would go and confront another man in front of his wife and in front of his professional colleagues looking for a fight. It's why people move into gated communities to avoid people like Ryan Clark. Those are just facts. And they've done it because people like Ryan Clark, just want to connect the dots. Ryan Clark and many others and his puppet masters, they define black culture as you have to have no emotional control. If you feel any type of verbal disrespect, you must respond with violence. That's being black. You ain't gonna diss me, don't disrespect me. If you do diss me, if you call me a name, I now have permission to respond violently. There are people, just people, that are smart enough, wise enough, mature enough, Christian enough. I don't wanna be around that. I don't wanna be around anybody who in their 30s or 40 years old, they've lived that long, they got wives, they got kids, that want to confront me at a restaurant in front of my wife and try to provoke a fade or a fight. This is a professional that they have on ESPN. Bob Iger, Jimmy Pitaro, what are you doing? If debt has been holding you back, this is your moment. Give your finances a fresh start. Contact PDS Debt for a personalized debt solution. If you're making payments every month and your balances aren't going down, they have solutions for you. Bad or fair credit? No problem. PDS can help you save more and pay off your debt in a fraction of the time. Get a free debt analysis right now at pdsdebt.com/fearless. Ryan Clark just raised his hand and said, yeah, I got some O.J. Simpson in me. No. Yeah, I got some Ray Caruth in me. I mean, come on. That's what he's basically saying. I have no emotional control.
That's a little harsh. Jeez.
Steve. I'm gonna we're just keeping it real because it is harsh, but the truth is harsh. If we went and interviewed men in prison and what led them there beyond drugs, it's usually involved saving face in front of a woman.
Keeping it real
is what provokes most fights. And that's why the guy's trying to pick a fight in front of this man's woman, hoping that the woman, again, Anna Marie, Marcella's wife, has too much class, and obviously she's too wise and experienced. But if you got the wrong woman, white, black, whatever, just ghetto enough, that wants to see that kind of drama and is turned on by her man being provoked into a fight, that's how this stuff happens. And that's why you just want to avoid people like Ryan Clark and hope they don't move into your neighborhood, because they have no emotional control and they're proud of it. They think it makes them black. The kind of smoke I just gave, these are just facts of life. And you can't hear this conversation anyplace else, but you need to hear it and get out of that ghetto mindset that keeps you incarcerated, keeps you unemployed, keeps people from wanting to engage with you because you have no emotional control, and you think not having any emotional control is what makes you authentically black. It makes you authentically a fool, likely to be incarcerated, likely to be unemployed. Have at it. Keep going with it. People DM me over Twitter and they say that you're a POS. You're the N-word. Donald Trump is the greatest. And then he says, and most of the times when they say that, they say, why aren't you more like Marcellus Wiley? That's a dishonest fabrication and a lie. People are, hey, you N-word, you should be more like Marcellus Wiley. It's not happening. He's lying. He's doing that to smear Marcellus Wiley. It would be more believable, but he can't do it. He can't say it because he's afraid of me. If he had said, and a lot of those people reference Jason Whitlock in his show and send me clips of Jason Whitlock and say, hey, Jason Whitlock's got it right, you've got it wrong. That's what he wants to say. That's more accurate than putting this smear on Marcellus Wiley. And it's a really unfair smear, and it's stupid, and it's why, again, he's not a believable person. And that's why Marcellus Wiley is reluctant to engage with him. Steve, do you understand what this man just said? Do you know he doesn't want a fair fade? Do you know what he's saying there? Go to the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
it's fight. He means fight. He doesn't want to fight. Marcellus Wiley is out to dinner with his wife. Dan Orlovsky, Mina Kimes, and someone else is at that table as well. Marcellus Wiley is out to dinner with his wife. 2 or 3 other media broadcasters, professionals are at this dinner table. Ryan Clark can go sit down and mind his own business, or he can go confront Marcellus and try to provoke a fight.